Greetings, I'm Ediz. And I'm Ben, and our journey of watching every single Disney animated classic in order has brought us up to the 15th Disney animated classic, 1955's Lady and the Tramp. Have you seen this one, Ediz?
I have not seen this one. This is a first time reaction for me watching Lady the Tramp.
And of course, I'm a Disney super fan, so I'm going to be hitting you up with all the fun facts about the movie. Let's go.
First time.
You noticed this straight away! Up to this point, every Disney animated classic has been released through RKO Radio Pictures. But Lady and the Tramp is the first animated classic that Disney decided to distribute through his new company, Buena Vista.
Is it gone Spanish? Buena Vista. That's Spanish.
What does it mean?
Buena is good. Vista, visit.
Buena Vista
is Spanish for good view.
Good view.
Oh,
so this is a bit of a transitional movie. We've had a lot of reactions where I've been telling you how poorly Disney's doing. Oh no, the war, he's not making any money. It's 1955, people. Disney is doing alright for himself. He started his own distribution company, which means he gets to keep even more of the money.
This is the year the parks opened, isn't it? 1955.
Ediz.
I got the knowledge.
That's one of my fun facts. How are you just coming out with that straight away?
Alright, we'll save it. I'll pretend I didn't say that. Bella Notte. So is it Italian? Francais. Bella. Italian.
You're going to hear a lot of different accents in this. Let's just put it that way.
I feel like it's going to be a classy movie.
It definitely has a different vibe from the last few.
A bit artsy fartsy.
Do you know what? I'm a betting man.
You think I'm going to like it?
I think you're going to like this one.
Wilfred Jackson, director.
Remind me later to give you a sad fact about Wilfred Jackson.
What happened? It's Christmas.
It's Christmas, baby!
Is it Christmas for the whole movie? Maybe. Okay. I love Christmas.
Same. If you also love Christmas, give this video a like.
It's for you, darling. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Jim dear. It's the one I was admiring, isn't it?
It's the dog in the box.
Oh, how sweet. What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
Apparently, this scene was based on a real life story with Walt Disney giving his wife, Lillian, a hat box with a new little puppy inside. For Christmas. It was like underneath the tree. I don't know how true that is, but that's cute, I guess.
I hope you put some holes in the box so the dog could breathe.
Good night, lady. Now she'll go right to sleep. No, lady. This is where you belong. Right here.
Cute dog, right?
Yeah, it is cute. It makes you want to get a puppy.
Oh my gosh, let's get a puppy!
Jim dear.
I've clocked it already.
What have you clocked?
Are we just never going to see humans talk? I feel like it's going to be like constantly like the dog is going to be like woof, 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 and they're going to be like acting, and then we're going to just hear like humans talking above.
But we're gonna hear the dogs talk.
I don't think they're going to talk. I just feel like I've never heard them speak before, and I feel like I would have seen a clip.
Oh, all right. But remember, just for tonight.
So that's the opening of the movie. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a slow opening, no?
No, I didn't have much to say.
On the scale of epic Disney openings, that's definitely on the lower end.
It's cute. Kill the flower. It's like a rap.
It's kind of cool seeing everything from like the dog's perspective, even like in the opening scene, like seeing the little puppy look up at the stairs, and then this, it's really like day of the life of a dog, like
Yeah, it is.
seeing what gets their attention.
This is the movie, isn't it? As in, like, it's just gonna be no talking. I'm not hating it. Come on.
She's got them skills.
Is that the dog's voice? Is he gonna talk?
Steps are straight and then to the left.
Okay. Things have changed.
Game changer.
In my bunny bank in the backyard.
Is he Scottish? Why are you doing a Scottish accent if you're not Scottish? Okay, let me rephrase that. Why are you doing a bad Scottish accent if you're not Scottish?
Why, lassie, a bonny new collar. It must be very expensive.
Why is he Scottish?
Why do you feel like you're the expert on Scottish accents?
I'm not, but
in
like,
every movie.
But why? Why are you doing a Scottish accent for?
Well, maybe to Americans this sounds like a really good Scottish accent.
Do you think Shrek's got a good accent?
I've never even thought of Shrek being Scottish. Shrek is just Shrek.
Yeah, he's Scottish, isn't it though?
Shrek is Shrek and Shrek is love. Huh? If you know, you know.
Oh my God!
Have you shown it to Trusty yet?
No.
We'd best go at once.
Honestly, look at that as just a piece of artwork. Doesn't that look sumptuous?
Whose house is that on the right?
Ladies,
Snap, crackle, and pop.
they got money, honey. While we're talking about the visuals, is there anything that you may have noticed that's different about this movie from all the other Disney movies we've seen so far?
Visually,
Visually.
I'm gonna say something to do with the animation.
There was a technological advance in the mid-1950s and
They're
Walt
not-
Disney jumped straight on it.
They're not using pencils.
What?
It's in widescreen.
Oh.
So all the other movies we watched have been in like 4:3
Yeah.
ratio, which was the standard cinema ratio. But something else happened in the 50s, the popularization of the television at home. So cinemas were looking for ways to differentiate between staying at home and watching TV and coming to the cinema. So
Widescreen.
it's called widescreen Cinemascope, and it was a new invention. Walt Disney loves new technology, so wanted to jump straight onto it. They were already about halfway through making the movie in the normal standard aspect ratio, and Walt Disney made the decision to redo all of it, so they had to add on to all of the backdrops and also add in characters to certain frames because it suddenly looked empty when you've got all of this extra space here. However, Walt Disney, maybe he didn't think it through properly. Not every cinema was equipped to show widescreen Cinemascope. So he was making it originally in this aspect ratio, then he made it in this aspect ratio, and then in the end he had to make two versions of the movie, so we went back in after the whole film was finished and re-edited it to have a smaller version and a bigger version.
That must cost them a bomb.
There's literally two versions of this movie, and in certain shots, I'll put it on the screen now, some characters are literally just not even in the shot.
Is that why they made so much money?
Maybe it's part of it because it was able to go into every single cinema rather than if he just did Cinemascope.
Trusty has lost his sense of smell.
Oh no. Clearly he hasn't then, because he just smelt them.
She's got a point.
You have a collar.
A badge of faith and respectability.
Respectability.
He does sound like Groundkeeper Willie.
Damn Scots! They ruined Scotland!
I'm not the biggest expert on dogs, but is Jock a Scottish Terrier? Is that why he's Scottish?
Can you not just be a terrier?
No, but as in that breed is called a Scottish Terrier. So sorry, that brand of dog is called a Scottish Terrier.
Throwback!
As my grandpappy, old reliable, used to say.
Oh, it's Jim, dear.
Look at his
Those
spine.
bones.
What kind of scoliosis?
Excuse me.
That sounds like Apple Guy.
Apple guy.
I am the apples and the apples are me. What's that song?
What are you talking about?
Who's the apple guy?
From what?
Appleseed, apple. Whatever his
Oh,
name is.
Johnny Appleseed.
What is his song?
The Lord is good to me, and so I thank the Lord
Yeah, it sounds
for
like that.
giving me the apple seed. Does it?
Yeah, listen.
The Lord is good to me, and so I thank the Lord.
And so I thank the Lord. Not really. Speaking of the score, though, this was the last Disney movie that had its score composed by a man called Oliver Wallace. Now, he's a bit of a Disney legend. He composed the following movies: Dumbo, which he got an Academy Award for; The Three Caballeros, Make My Music, Fun and Fancy Free,
Melody Time.
Not Melody Time, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan. He's literally scored
The whole of the movies.
the whole shindig.
What one did he miss?
Melody Time.
What was he doing?
No one's blaming him for that. That's Johnny Appleseed.
That's all. Oh.
So I know that's not referencing that. So yeah, a bit of a Disney legend. After this movie, he went on to do some more like live action movies for Disney until he retired and then died like 10 years later. He was born
In 1876.
1887.
Oh, I was close. I was gonna say.
Oh, you
I
gonna
was
say that? Throwback. So that's our first example of someone who's been a bit of a Disney staple, bringing the classic memories of all the great orchestrations who we will no longer see in our journey.
What is the next movie?
Sleeping Beauty.
And is the music different?
There's no music. It's just silent. Out of respect for Oliver Wallace.
Here is Oliver Wallace, who in 1910 was the first to accompany silent pictures on the theater organ. Today, he is still creating music for pictures as one of our staff composers.
All aboard. Ladies and gentlemen,
Is that Tramp?
we have a tramp.
What a day.
His name's not Tramp.
Should it be called Lady and the Stray instead? Oh, fun facts though. They went for a few names to get to Tramp. Some working names for Tramp were Homer.
Simpson.
Can you imagine? Rags.
That's cool, I like that. Lady and Rags.
Lady and the Rags. And the third one was Bozo. So I think Tramp actually is less offensive.
Well, now to dig up some breakfast.
Honestly, I can't get over how sumptuous this movie looks. Even just the way he's stretched, the way he looked at his reflection in the puddle. Like, I feel like this level of detail,
Yeah, look at that reflection.
we've just not had in the movies thus far. I actually didn't remember it was this good looking.
People say about me.
What, people don't remember you're good looking?
Yeah.
Because you're not. No, that's rude. You're a solid 7 out of 10, bro.
Bella Notte.
Well, buongiorno, Butch. Some nice bonzo for you. Good catch.
Italian accent is so offensive.
Blimey, it's the Tramp.
Not more accents.
You know what? One thing this movie is going to give you is diversity, okay? If this movie came out today, everyone would be like, it's too woke. Like, why does every single dog have to have like a different accent?
That's true.
But we also get some problematic accents later, but we'll get to that.
How?
Hiya, handsome. Come to join the party.
Oh. I'll join the party.
All right. I've got to get you out.
Gee, thanks.
You're a bit of all right, chum.
Okay, get going.
British, you're a bit of all right, chum.
Miss Lady, is something wrong?
Jim, dear, and darling are acting so.
They're having a baby.
Why do you think that?
Because they're acting weird. I'm right, innit? I'm so right. Yeah, she's reggy.
Maybe she's just really into knitting right now.
Darling is expecting a wee bairn.
He means a baby, Miss Lady.
What's a baby?
Just a cute little bundle of trouble.
Oh my gosh, Lady and the Tramp are meeting for the first time. What's gonna happen?
She's gonna fall in love.
Instantly. Took me 3 clicks to get it instantly.
Move it over, will you, friend? Homewreckers, that's what they are.
Look here, laddie. Who are you to barge in?
The voice of experience, Buster.
We've no need for mongrels and radical ideas.
Okay.
Who's the voice of old Trampison? Sounds familiar.
The Tramp, his name is Larry Roberts, and Lady is voiced by Barbara Luddy. Now, what's interesting about them is the person who voiced the Tramp is in his 20s. The person who voiced Lady...
She's in her 60s.
...is in her 50s.
I was going to say 50s.
Which is kind of the cool thing about voice acting, that, like, it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as the voice sounds right. I can't imagine a new Disney movie coming out now and the lead heroine being voiced by an actress in her 50s. But it should be the way. It doesn't matter what they look like or how old they are, because you're playing whatever's been animated, you know what I'm saying? And something tells me this isn't the last we'll hear of Barbara Luddy.
Luddy.
Look here, laddie.
I was thinking I've got little, like... Island tartan.
On your pajajs.
On my pyjamas.
Because we serve business up top and pajamas down south, you know what I'm saying?
But remember this, Pigeon. A human heart has only so much room for love. When a baby moves in, the dog moves out.
Ooh, what a line.
Honestly, speaking as someone who, like, some of my friends have been having babies in the last few years, I feel like that doesn't just apply to dogs.
You think your friends are getting dropped out?
I feel like they just don't have time for me anymore.
Do you actually feel like that?
And I feel like I just don't see them anymore. I also feel like when I do see them, it was just talking about the baby all the time. Like, oh my god, your baby's so cute. So, anyways. Shout out to my friends with your beautiful babies. A full year has passed.
A year?
Well, since the movie started, is what I mean.
Are you sure you want watermelon?
And some chop suey, too.
Wake up. Grandma's mother.
Come on, System of a Down reference.
Chop suey, too.
Chop suey. Oh, all right, darling.
Wake up! Wake up! Run, rush, and put a little makeup. Have the sense to fade away the shake up.
A thunderbolt! Does that count?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so our theory of every single Disney movie having a thunderbolt has been proved not factually correct. But we're back on the bandwagon. Okay, I feel like we're going to make it a new thing. Every time there is a thunderbolt, you have to like the video. It's a fact.
You gotta let us know if you miss it, because...
No, that's not the thing, Ediz.
Oh, that should be the thing as well.
No, like, I'm trying to make a new thing so we can actually get likes on the video. No one likes our videos.
Really?
I mean, they like the video, they're just not clicking like on the video. Press like on the video, please.
Yes, Aunt Sarah, it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a doctor. Doctor, it's a boy.
Yes, I know.
That's a great detail.
What is a baby?
What is a baby?
It must be something wonderful.
Got a song?
I mean, I don't think it's a very good song, but it's a song.
'Cause everybody's smiling in a kind and wistful way.
Can you smile in a wistful way, please, Ben?
My name is Ben, and I'll be playing the role of a wistful smile.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Yes, I've got the jump.
What is a baby? I must find out today.
La la loo, oh my little star sweeper. La la loo.
This is a cute song. What is a baby? That was nothing. La La Lou, this is everything.
Here comes a pink cloud for you.
It's a boy, and it's pink. Fun fact about life, back in the day, boys wore pink and girls wore blue.
Gender is a construct. Let's tear it apart. Like, why is pink for girls? Why is blue for boys?
Why?
It used to literally be the other way around.
Yeah.
So why are you mad?
Yeah.
You specifically. You with your gender roles. I'm joking. You're cool.
La la loo, little one.
Oh, it's cute dog.
It was a good choice of dog to be Lady, because her ears really just looks like
hair.
But almost like hair of, like, what's the name of someone from that era of movies, like
Princess Leia?
No, I'm talking about like the golden age of Hollywood, like an Audrey Hepburn, Betty Davis, you know.
And may love be your keeper. La la.
Oh, cute. She's got a lovely voice.
Do you want to know who does the voice?
I know it.
Her name is Peggy Lee. Have you heard this name before?
I think so. She's a singer.
She is one of the first like big superstar bookings for a Disney movie. As in Fever?
As in, I love you. Bum, bum. Never know how much I care. Shaka-ga-ga-ga. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me the sweats, yeah.
The sweats? Oh, like fever.
Yeah.
You got a temperature, right. Peggy Lee is in the building.
Is that song that old?
Fever?
Yeah. Fever!
When you kiss me, fever all through the night.
When you kiss me, fever, when you hold me tight.
Fever?
Fever in the morning.
Yeah. Fever!
All through the night.
Yeah, so she was like a superstar singer, actress of the time, of the 50s or the 40s. And not only is she the voice of the mum, she was also the singing voice of the lady. She also wrote the music. Let me just put it this way. Phil Collins was to Tarzan what Peggy Lee was to Lady and the Tramp.
Peggy Lee voices everything. Also
wrote all the music. That's the main thing I'm getting at. She wrote all the songs, as in like they got a popular singer.
We've heard one song, Ben.
But there's more to come. That's a cool fact, no?
Yeah, so she wrote all the music.
Yeah, and sings the music as well.
In all of them.
In most of them. I thought you'd enjoy my Phil Collins
analogy
more than
it was really good.
Look what they're dressing their little boy in. Look at this little frilly number over here.
Yeah,
love that.
love that.
I just can't leave him. He's still so small and helpless.
They're leaving the baby.
We'll be back in a few days.
What?
And Aunt Sarah will be here.
Coming, Aunt Sarah.
Aunt Sarah.
Coming.
No fussing. I know my way around.
Oh, I recognise her. Why do I recognise her? Is she a villain?
Oh, good gracious, what are you doing here?
Oh no, she's evil.
Get out of here. Oh, there. Aunt Joe won't let that dog frighten you anymore.
Things like that make me mad. When someone's like, no, get away from the baby! And the baby starts crying. And they're like, see, you scared the baby. No, you scared the baby.
What's her name, the villain lady?
Aunt Sarah. Do you recognise her voice, though?
It's Fairy Godmother.
It's Fairy Godmother. Her name is Verna Feltham. She was not just a Fairy Godmother. In Alice in Wonderland, she was...
Off with the head!
The Queen of Hearts!
Yeah.
And she was also Mrs. Jumbo and the Elephant Matriarch in Dumbo. Her son is also in this movie and plays the part of Jim Deere, Lady's owner.
His name...
Oh, you've not clocked the names yet, have you?
Jim Deere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
And Jim Deere's wife is just called Darling. So Lady literally just thinks that's their names. Jim Deere, Darling.
That's cute.
That's kind of like you with your mum.
Anne.
So Anne means?
Mum in Turkish.
But you literally just thought that was her name?
For a while, yeah.
You only just found out. But also, the legacy of the family does not stop there, because her husband and the father of her son also did voice work for Pluto in some of the shorts.
So about who you know in this business?
Verna Felton's like, yeah, I'll do it. But also, you got something for my son? What do you got
Yeah,
for my
yeah,
son,
yeah.
huh? You want these vocal cords? Get my son to sign the contract, then we'll speak.
We are Saya. Is that this movie? I thought that was Aristocrats.
Welcome to the latest edition of Racism Corner.
We are Siamese, if you please.
Is this her singing then?
Stay for maybe quite a while.
That bark was in time.
Yeah.
Maybe quite a while.
So there's a warning at the beginning of this movie about problematic things. This is the most famous one from this movie.
So what is it?
According to Disney Wiki, they've been cited as Asian stereotypes because of their exaggerated accents, yellow fur, squinty eyes, and bucked teeth or fangs.
Lady's got orange fur.
Yeah, I feel like some of that is a bit of a reach because that's literally what those cats look like. Yeah, I think the main thing that for me makes it a little bit racist is when you see a video of Peggy Lee, famous white lady, singing it with the accent, that's when it feels bad more than watching the actual cartoon. Do you know what I mean?
When the Siamese Cat song was finished, Peggy and Sonny made a test recording, with Peggy doing the voices of both cats.
We are Siamese, if you don't please. We are former residents of Siam. There are no finer cats than I am.
We liked Peggy's test so well that we insisted she play both cat parts in the picture.
Seeing that thing swimming round and round, maybe we could reach him in and make it drown.
Ed, are you laughing at the accent?
I've not heard them speak before.
Oh.
So I didn't realise she was giving it a full-on Chinese accent. That's jokes.
Well, the cat's names are Sai and Am, as in Siam, which is the old name for Thailand. So technically, I guess they're Thai.
Thailand used to be called Siam.
Yeah, I don't know why it changed.
Oh, wait, so if you were from Siam and you were...
You're Siamese.
You're Siamese.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But also that's another thing that's problematic because they're literally just called Sai and Am. So it kind of like dehumanizes them by just calling them the place they come from, which made me think, what was your nickname when we were growing up?
Turk.
Because?
I'm Turkish.
So how do you feel about this? Because as someone who used to call you Turk, I feel weird about it and I no longer call you that. But some of our friends that we don't see as often anymore, when we're with them, they still call you Turk.
I think it is interesting when people are white and they jump onto your race or your heritage as a to differentiate you as a person.
Yeah, like why was that your nickname? Why wasn't it something about your personality? Well, it's hard with that because you don't really have one.
I don't have one. So I do get it. It's like our friend said that people used to call her Black Courtney.
This one's bad. This one's bad. Because I remember when she said that people at school used to call her that, and I was like, oh.
Black Courtney, because there was another Courtney.
In your class, right? And she was like, no.
I was the only Courtney.
So why would she be black Courtney if there's not a white Courtney? That makes no sense. It would still be bad if there was a white Courtney, unless white Courtney was getting called white Courtney, which, let's be honest, she wouldn't have been. But white Courtney didn't even exist.
There was no Courtney. Just black
Bad.
Courtney.
That's bad.
That's so bad. So yeah, how do I feel about Turk? When you used to say Turk, did you think, oh, it's because he's Turkish?
I guess. Do you know what?
But I'm actually not Turkish. I'm Cypriot.
Do you know what my main reason was? Because I used to like watching Scrubs, and I thought I could be JD and you could be Turk. 2 characters from Scrubs. We'll be...
Yeah, I think I knew that was also a name. Like, if it was like Spain... Like, if I was just going Spain.
Yeah, Turk is a cool name.
Turk works. It's a cool name.
Turk works. And to be fair, he does. Every West End job, honey. If he was a politician, that should be your slogan.
What?
Turk works. I can see it on posters now.
If we sneak up upon it carefully, there will be a head for you, a tail for me.
Look at these little fish. That fish can jump.
Also, the sound effects. The sound effects sound like some sort of like Super Mario game. Jump, fishy.
Plenty milk for you.
I saw some from me.
Cats, man, honestly, the worst.
Right, so this is kind of my thing. As a kid, that was on repeat.
Really?
I wasn't thinking, oh, these cats are clearly meant to represent the Asian stereotype. Therefore, Asians are bad. I just thought,
cats are grim.
These cats are mean.
Okay, but then look at also... Hagamana Fulanda, Hagamana Handa.
We are in the midst of the problematic era of Disney.
That's a great song.
But
we shouldn't like it. I like it.
But I think with these things, we can't look at it in isolation from 70 years in the future like we're doing. We need to give it a little bit of context, yo. Lady and the Tramp came out 2 years after the Korean War. And during this time, similar stereotypes were used to reinforce fear of the so-called Yellow Peril in the late 19th century. Specifically, the notion that sneaky East Asians posed a mortal danger to the rest of the world led to strict, fierce anti-immigration policies to keep them out of the United States. So yeah, we can look at this in isolation 70 years from the time and be like, oh, they're just doing like little accents. What's the difference between these accents and all the other ones that we've heard in the movie?
Yeah.
But in the context of the time when East Asian characters are always depicted as sneaky and evil, then this is just like piling on top of something. And with that in mind, it's not just a one-off occurrence. Because I'm like, well, the Scottish dog doesn't represent all Scottish people. So why would these 2 East Asian cats represent all East Asian people? But it's part of a bigger problem at large, I guess.
That was a good little monologue, that.
Oh, thank you. Man's educated, isn't it? But my main point is the song's kind of catchy and I like it. Sue me.
Merciful heaven, my precious pets. Oh, that wicked animal. Poor little angel.
I don't like this woman.
Good afternoon, man.
She's trying to sell the dog.
Fun fact.
Wait. What's she doing? She about to sell the dog.
Let's just keep watching.
No.
You're going to find out.
No, because listen, that dog is literally a family member and she's going to get rid of it. She's not going to get rid of it.
I want a good, strong muzzle.
Just slip it on. No. Nice dog. Careful, you little...
Watch out.
Doggy.
Yeah.
All like badly behaved dogs or animals, it's not because of them.
It's the owners.
It's you. Sorry, I keep being really aggressive to you. I'm sure you're nice. But if you're not...
Like the video.
Like the video, subscribe. Who do you think she's gonna run into around here?
That's some scary dogs. Hey yo, he's to the rescue.
3 versus 1, Trampy.
Is he taking them on?
We got some bites in there still.
Yeah, lads. I like the shadow work.
Nice! This is what I was about to say! Shadows. That's the most exciting thing that's happened yet. Honestly, it's been a slow start to the movie, but we're almost halfway through. What are you saying?
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Do you have any idea what the story of Lady and the Tramp is from?
I don't know. A book?
Yes and no. Let's get into another fun fact. This is actually the first original story that Disney Animation Studios has produced. So it's not based on a book, it's not based on a fairy tale, although it is based on a book. Let me explain. So there was an animator called Joe Grant. He had an idea of a story of a Springer Spaniel named Lady being jealous of a new baby. He drew up storyboards for it, but Walt felt like the story was missing some grit. 6 years later, Walt read a story in Cosmopolitan magazine called Happy Dang, the Whistling Dog by an author named Ward Green. And what's weird is I found it and it's just like half a page, like it's a really short story, but it gave Walt Disney a little nugget of an idea. And he thought he could pair this character that he just read about with Lady that back in 1937, old Joe Grant gave him the idea of. And what if we marry those two ideas together?
So he stole two ideas basically and put them together.
He utilizes what is around him. So he got in contact with his author and said, can I use your character for my story? And then Ward Green was like, I'll do you one better. Can write you a new one. And then the concept for Lady and the Tramp came out. So then he asked Ward Green to write a novel for Lady and the Tramp to then get published while they're still working on the picture. So 2 years before the movie came out, the book Lady and the Tramp was published. So this movie is based on the book, but really, even though the book came out first, the book was inspired by the movie, even though the movie was inspired by two different people.
But why did he do that?
It's called collaborations.
Why did he do that? Just because did he think it would sell better if people thought it was from a book?
Yeah, I think he just wanted to give the movie as much publicity as possible, I guess. And because every other movie he'd made up to that point was based on a book or a fairy tale that people already knew, he just wanted people to start getting an idea, start seeing the name Lady and the Tramp somewhere. So I think he was nervous. I think he was feeling a little bit
anxious.
Are people going to come see my movie? So the plot thickens though, just when you thought the fun fact was fun enough.
It's going to get dark.
By this point, Joe Grant has actually left the studios. He no longer works for Disney. Sad times, or maybe malicious business Disney coming into play.
Gosh.
He never got credited.
Oh.
What do you think was going to happen?
He vanished or something like that.
Oh, no. But at the time, he was very upset because...
Doesn't credit him as a writer.
No.
Should he have credited him?
The concept that Joe Grant came up was a Springer Spaniel called Lady, whose owner gets a new baby and then she feels neglected, which is probably the opening 15-20 minutes of this movie. Like, that seems pretty spot on. In the 90s, he did go back to work for Disney, so I'm guessing things had been sorted out by then. You're not going to go back and work on Pocahontas if you hadn't sorted out the other one, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it was, Pocahontas.
It was his idea to have the leaves blowing around Pocahontas. We digress. Back to the movie.
Hey, Pidge, what are you doing on this side of the track?
Pidge.
Yeah, it calls her a pigeon.
Oh, you poor kid.
Kid.
He also calls her kid.
Oh, we've got to get this off. Come on. Here we are now. Just lay low.
Did that dog just whistle? I feel like that's where I draw the line.
What's the matter? Can't you read? I suppose you'll be telling me next. It was the dog that was whistling, eh?
He must be Irish.
I'm a liar now, am I?
The representation in this film is actually phenomenal. Every single accent. And only one of them is problematic.
Do you think the Irish should be happy with this?
Yeah, look, he's got red hair.
You're gonna play it! No!
Come on, Pidge.
Pidge, as in short for pigeon. Although, that would be factual. That wouldn't actually be offensive.
Say no more. I get the whole picture. Ants, cats, muzzles.
Haven't you a family?
One for every day of the week. None of them have me.
The story that Walt Disney read in Cosmopolitan that gave him the idea for Tramp was about a dog that just played all these different humans, these stupid humans against each other, and he pretended to be like all of their pet, but was actually like cheating on them going to different people each day, and they found out and they got mad or something like that. That's the story that he incorporated into this. Me don't speak good sometime.
Just 1 minute, I'm a coming. What's the matter? Somebody's making the April a fool with...
Somebody's making the April a fool of me.
Butchie, he's got a new girlfriend. Bones! What's the matter for you, Joe? I break your face.
Break your face.
What's your pleasure? Butcher, he says that he wants two spaghetti especial.
Tony, dogs don't talk.
He's a talking to me.
This is it. It's about to happen.
It's about to happen, Ediz.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Oh, it's a little tease. Oh, you've only seen 2 seconds of the scene. It's going to be a bit longer than you think.
I thought there was music. Bella Notte.
This is the night. Here it comes.
It's a beautiful night. Bella Notte.
This is the bit.
You'll find on the child.
That's mad how iconic that is.
It doesn't end there.
He's offering his meatballs.
Ayo.
Oh, her eyes are glistening.
Fun fact about this scene, an animator originally pitched this idea of Tramp and Lady falling in love over eating spaghetti and meatballs. They pitched it to Walt Disney, and Walt Disney was like, that's not romantic. Spaghetti, that's sloppy. Nah, terrible idea. And the animator decided, I know better. I've got the vision. I'm going to animate it anyway. He animated it, he showed it to Walt Disney, and Walt Disney was like, hey, bro, that's sick. Stick it in the movie.
Those were his exact words.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worthy of the accolades that it has.
I think if you hadn't already seen it a million times...
I've never seen it.
No, like that one little moment.
Literally just them going... I've never even seen them kiss.
Had you seen the...
No. Never seen the meatball. It's cute though.
Yeah. This is the night. And now we're hearing the sweet, sweet sounds of the Disney chorus.
That's cute. JM and ES.
EB. Ediz and Ben! Ah! We made it to the movie, bro! It's like JM loves EB. Let me know in the comments. Who's JM? Maybe that's our future partners.
I don't want no partners. I don't believe in monogamy.
I believe in Monopoly.
You'll find enchantment here.
Fully a cappella. We've not had a cappella song.
I've listened to that song many times, obviously, because I'm cool. I've never really clocked that it's a cappella at the end.
It's because you're not a musical genius like I am.
No, it's also because obviously I am a musical genius. It's also because it feels so warm and it feels so rich, all of those voices together, that it feels full. It doesn't feel like a cappella sometimes feel like there's something missing, you know what I'm saying?
Very pretty.
Then it fades to black on Make Out Creek.
Player?
Ayo, real talk, they just had Bella Notte, but do
They-
you think during
they
the
had
night they got
Bella-
Notte? Do you think they got a bit Notte?
Where is this set?
America.
Is that a real place?
What, America? I can tell you a little fun fact. The film's setting is partly based on where Walt Disney grew up, in Marceline, Missouri.
Is it Marceline in Italy?
Let me say again, Marceline, Missouri. It might also be in Italy. You know what Americans are like. They don't have any of their own place names. They just steal ones from Europe. Where have you come from? York. What should we call this place?
The new one?
New York? Where are you from? Hampshire. What should we call this new place? New Hampshire. Give me another one. Where are you from? Mexico. What should we call this new place?
New Mexico? Is there anyone like that? I've not thought
I
of
was saying
that.
Mexico is not in Europe. Oh, there's loads. Every single place. Where are you from? Jersey. What should we call this new place?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I've never looked at it as like new.
Yeah, because you just think it's a
read
place
it
name.
like New York.
Where are you from? Foundland. What should we call this new place? Newfoundland?
And they call it not to change the subject, but ever chased chickens?
Ever chased chickens?
Some fun, eh, kid? What's going on in there?
That was a bit close for me.
I was nearly Bambi all over again.
What's that?
That's the signal to get going.
This is my impression of Lady getting shot with a gun. What's that? Was that good?
It's quite accurate.
Thank you.
This is living, eh, kid?
Is it?
Follow me.
What is a pound? Why is it called a pound?
Yeah, it's America. It should be called the $. I like that one. Just Rest.
Let it rest. I don't think that's the same. I'm feeling a musical number's gonna come.
In the dog pound.
Like, welcome to the dog pound. This is where we pound dogs. Yeah, I like to pound them good.
I don't know if you realise how that sounds.
I sell my dogs for a pound.
Hey.
Cause I'm kind of round.
Oh.
Yeah, that sound.
Hey. Look at what I found. It's your arm. Look at it.
What is that? They painted on the stripes onto their body.
Shadows, honey, shadows. But just like in Dumbo, it's like symbolism.
Yeah.
Looks like their prison outfit.
Four-part harmony. They're a barbershop quartet.
They're called the Mellow Men, the people who voice these, and they're actually like a really famous like choral group who are actually heard in a lot of Disney movies, but this is the first time, and maybe the last time, they ever did a song barking like dogs. So that's interesting.
The whole song is this.
The Mellow Men, my people. The Mellow Men.
Okay.
How we coming?
Just one more course and we're out.
They gave the German sausage dog a German accent.
All right, baby, in here.
Look, you guys, Miss Park Avenue or so.
Blimey, a regular bloomin' debutante.
So it's a bulldog.
You keep mentioning accents that you're not liking. They're kind of all by the same person. In this movie, Bill Thompson, the voice of Smee and the White Rabbit, also voiced Jock, Scottish, Bull, that bulldog, British, Joe, the Italian waiter, Dashi, I think that little German dog that was just digging a hole, and the Irish policeman from outside the zoo. I feel like he had allegations against him that he did the same voice for two characters. So then he was like, you know what? Every character gets a different accent.
Yeah, and pipe the crown jewel she's wearing.
What's in for, sweetheart? Putting fleas onto Butler?
This is one sexy dog. If I was into dogs.
If?
Don't look at my browsing history.
All right, you guys. Lay off, will you?
That's not how she's going to speak.
It's interesting, 'cause she's already spoken.
We've seen her before.
Yes, she was in the back of the pound car with that bulldog that you just saying you don't like the accent of. Because she's voiced by the one and only
Gladys Knight.
I wish. Peggy Lee.
That just came into my head for some random reason.
You give me fever.
Is that Gladys Knight?
But no, that's Peggy Lee.
He said that with such aggression.
Fever?
Fever! Can't you see the poor kid's scared enough already?
They don't mean no real harm.
Besides, little Bublitsky, wearing license here, that is like waving a red flag in front of bull.
While we're talking about voices, Boris, that dog there, he is voiced by Alan Reed, who most famously voices, wait for it, this is a big name, Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo, baby, yabba dabba doo. Oh, I've got a joke for you all. What is the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Dubai don't watch the Flintstones, but Abu Dhabi do. That is a good joke.
Hey, you guys, look. Poor Nutsy is taking the long walk.
Where do they go?
Where is he taking him?
Sure, one way doors.
You mean he's...
Wait. They're just shooting up the dogs.
Yeah, which is why all the dogs are scared.
What did you think was happening when you were a kid?
Well, to be fair, I had also seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven, so I wasn't scared. Although, did you know in that movie there's also a doggy hell?
Oh, well, a short eye for a merry one.
That's what the tramp always said.
The tramp?
He has an eye for a well-turned paw, he has. There's been Lulu,
Trixie,
and Fifi.
and my sister, Rosita Chiquita Juanita Chihuahua.
Say that. And my sister.
He's a tramp, but they love him.
You know this song?
He's a tramp. He's a tramp. They adore him. He'll stay that way. Yes, even I have got it pretty bad.
In the live action version of Lady and the Tramp,
Have you seen it?
No, but something that's nearly made me watch it. Do you know who is the voice of Peg, who sings He's a Tramp?
Alicia Keys.
No, someone that I love even more.
Janelle
Monáe. You'd think that would be enough for me to watch it, right?
How have you not watched it?
Because when it came out, I was against all the live actions.
Why did it go straight to DVD?
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to promote Disney Plus at the time. It came out when Disney Plus came out.
No, it didn't.
Okay, it did. So
That didn't.
Why are you trying to argue with me about Disney facts? I don't.
It actually didn't.
What do you mean?
Because Disney Plus came out way before Lady the Tramp came out. Feature.
No, it didn't. When I tell you they launched Disney Plus with Lady and the Tramp.
I don't believe you.
When did Lady and the Tramp live action come out?
Lady and the Tramp was released on November 12, 2019 on Disney Plus, making it the first Disney remake not to be released theatrically.
When did Disney Plus come out?
November 12, 2019.
You were saying? That's what I thought. Never question the Disney guru!
I'm so loud.
He's a tramp. He's a rover. Wish that I could travel his way.
Nice song, right? It's got a beat to it.
I liked it. It didn't really go anywhere.
Are you ready for a scandalous fact, Ediz?
Escandalo.
Escandalo! So Peg, the dog, is named after Peggy Lee. However, years later, Peggy Lee sued Disney for breach of contract. In this video, we're going to tell you about Lady, the Tramp, and the court case. Let's go.
One day when the picture was well underway, Peggy and Sonny brought us a number that we hadn't expected. It was called He's a Tramp, and it painted our hero as quite a gay dog with the ladies. So we decided to create a new character to sing it. We called her Peg, and Peggy, of course, played the part for us.
What a dog.
In 1987, so obviously about 30 years after this movie came out, Disney released Lady and the Tramp on VHS. VHS first. Selling 3.5 million units in the first year alone. The film soon became the best-selling home video of all time.
He's a tramp, but we love him.
Announcing a video cassette so full of love, it has to be shared.
So Disney got $90 million in profit from Lady and the Tramp's VHS release.
In profit?
Yaha! And offered Peggy Lee, only a nominal fee for promotion of its release. So they were like, oh yeah, we'll pay you to come and promote the release for it, but she's not going to get any subsidiaries. She's not getting any profits from that.
Sonny and I didn't get very much for writing the score. We got $1,000 to split. In other words, each of us got $500 for writing that score.
Insulted by this offer, Peggy Lee sued Disney.
I had a contract with a clause in it that did not allow them to sell video cassettes or any kind of recording or transcription without my permission. I felt that it was quite unfair also that they'd made millions and billions by now.
After a 3-year legal battle, eventually the jury awarded Peggy Lee $2.3 million.
Nice.
And Disney learned a valuable lesson.
Don't be a
You'd think that's what they learned, but now it's just in every Disney contract that they own all of your work and you just get paid one fee.
What a dog.
All right, baby. They've come to take you home. You're too nice a girl to be in this place.
I've never even considered matrimony.
But no matter which of us she accepts, we'll always be the best of friends.
They're gonna marry you.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Is this the same movie? What just happened?
Please, lassie, we've come with a proposition for helping you.
Is it because she's going down a bad path?
So they're just going to get married to her because, she's hanging around with her own crowd?
We've both got very comfortable homes.
That's right. Where we know.
She was just looking at them like,
yeah, you guys
are they for real?
Oh, pigeon.
But that's my man right there, baby.
Oh, hi, boys.
All right, yeah, she don't like him now, I forgot.
Mongrel!
That's like, you filthy little mudblood.
You got there first. That's literally, I opened my lips to say that.
Eat slugs.
A mudblood is one of the most vile things a witch can say about a wizard. It means dirty blood.
Oh, she was really acting.
What's a mudblood?
It means dirty blood.
It means dirty blood.
Goodbye! Take this with you!
What a shot. Honey. Now, in this instance, do you go away?
Logically, I think the correct thing to do is to come back later with like some flowers.
I would have just like sat outside the house, waiting for it to calm down a bit.
Oh yeah, women. Calm down, love.
Do you know what I mean? And just be like, you okay? Do you want to talk about it? See? And that's what she wanted.
Oh, she wanted him to stay?
Yeah, she didn't want him to go.
Well, say what you mean and mean what you say. This is why I'm not in a relationship. They're too confusing, bro.
Is that a rat? What's she mad about?
Where's the rat going?
Oh, to the baby. Why would it go to the baby?
Because these ones haven't been to chef school or whatever the Ratatouille rat went to. So these ones are evil.
What's wrong, Pidge?
A rat!
Where?
Upstairs, in the baby's room.
What would it do? Eat the baby?
Real question.
Do
rats eat babies?
Oh, I like the camera work.
Yeah, it almost like jolted still. Ooh.
The rat became a squeaky toy. Also, he's just kicked the bed over. Bro, what you doing?
Oh, merciful heavens! Thank goodness you're not hurt, you vicious brute!
To be fair, Aunt Sarah is like a bit of a villain kind of esque character in this, but you would think the same walking into this room, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Justice for Aunt Sarah!
Vicious brute! Get back! Go on! Get back!
Lock him in the wardrobe.
Relatable. I was there for many years.
In the closet.
And if you want my advice, you'll destroy that animal at once.
We'll take care of him.
Say, what's going on here?
Just picking up a stray, mister. Caught him attacking a baby.
I was certain he was no good the moment I first laid eyes on him.
Ah! A rat!
Rat.
I misjudged him.
We got there so quickly.
We got to stop that wagon.
They went from like, yeah, I knew he was evil this whole time, to like, oh, it was a rat. Ah.
We misjudged him.
Let's go save his life.
Let's face it, man. We both know you've lost your sense of smell.
Just went silent there.
Yeah, he just looked at him.
It sounded like they like cut out a swear word or something. Look, his mouth is going to move, but he doesn't say anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. What do you reckon he said?
You filthy little mudblood. It means dirty blood.
Go on, get out of here! Watch it!
So we've just had a crash. What do you think is going to happen next?
I think it's going to end with Tramp joining the family.
Right.
Because it saved the baby's life, isn't it?
Hi, Pidge.
Lost his smell and now lost his... well... Is he actually gone? Nah.
Well, we're on this sad moment
Is he
of
actually
the
gone?
movie. A couple of sad
He's
facts.
just going to come in the next scene with like a little crutch or something.
Lady and the Tramp is a couple of people's last movie. Who do I talk about nearly every movie? Who makes amazing...
Mary Blair, Mary Blair, Mary Blair, Blair, Blair.
Mary Blair. She does amazing art design. This was her last movie for Disney. In fact, she did some of the initial concept art and then a guy called Ivan Earl then took over, which is why this movie does have a little bit of a different look from the last few. Ivan Earl, his most amazing work is to come soon. Lady and the Tramp was also the last movie that Wilfred Jackson worked on. Remember old Willie Jack?
I like him, he's good.
Do you remember what he was most famous for?
Stacked Wilfred.
Wilfred Jackson. He was so jacked. He was like the character model for Chernobog in Fantasia. During the production of Lady and the Tramp, though, he suffered a heart attack and was never able to resume full-time duties at the studio.
Okay, he didn't die.
He worked a little bit on Disney TV shows for a couple of years and then officially retired in 1959. So goodbye to Mary Blair, goodbye to Wilfred Jackson.
That's mad. They've been with us for so long.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going through the eras.
That's literally what we're doing. Stay tuned for more, but let's finish the movie first.
It's Christmas.
Full circle.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They had babies. That was fast.
Well, maybe they did get a bit naughty on the Bella Notte. And this is how breeding works. You get 3 of one breed and 1 of the other. Genetics.
Careful now, man. Careful.
He's not dead.
Yay!
I knew he wouldn't die.
And
I said he'd come in with a little...
You did. You called it. You said a crutch, but what's he holding the crutch with? So in the original version of this, he did actually die. So they animated that, I think, with the intention that that was the end. Peggy Lee, the woman that she was like, you're going to traumatize children. What are you thinking of, Walt Disney?
Yeah.
Bring him back at the end. Which is why it's a little bit of a whiplash, to be honest, because you're like, oh my gosh, he's dead. Oh, he's not.
But then about the other dogs from the pound, they're all gone.
Oh, no, those... Yeah, they're gone.
We'll let him in.
Little bum.
Not the baby butt.
That was so unnecessary. Why'd they show his little bum?
Butts are funny, isn't it?
No doubt about it. They've got their mother's eye.
But there is a bit of the father in them, too.
How have you felt about Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, no, Lady the Tramp's actually alright. It's surprisingly been enjoyable.
Yeah, it's definitely different from other Disney films that we've seen so far. It's a bit more slower pace, but actually, is there any fluff? Is there any filler?
No.
Everything is kind of geared towards a plot.
I feel like it's a bit artsy as well. The point of view from the dogs from the get-go into the, do you know what I mean?
And I kind of like the way that all the animals can talk to each other, but the humans can't really hear them. No, I think this is an underrated Disney film, personally.
Yeah.
Finishing on Christmas, Disney classic number 15, Lady and the Tramp is in the bag. Let us know in the comments, what did you think of Lady and the Tramp? And if you want some more exclusive content, including our review and ranking of Lady and the Tramp, then head over to our Ko-fi page. Anything to say, Ediz?
That was actually right.
Nice. Give this video a like, and we'll see you soon. Toodles.
Bye.